What's up? How you guys doing today? Just put out the Leon Edwards remix. This is what y'all wanted. This was a little difficult to make. I didn't have a lot to work with, but I made it work. I made it work. I found a way to make it. Got my Christmas hat on. I'm in the Christmas spirit right now. I like Christmas. I love Christmas. Got to give out these gifts right here. The nieces and nephews ask for money, so they ask for gifts. So I got to be Santa Claus. I wish Santa Claus was around and start giving out these gifts. Like, where's Santa Claus at? You should be giving these gifts out. Why do I have to pay for this shit? Where you at, Santa Claus? Maybe I should give y'all some remixes for Christmas, right? Just waiting for some of y'all to come in. Just getting the UFC spirit. Come on my MMA page. I'm watching Michael Bisping's podcast on my television right now. His interview with Gordy. They both have the same style, as I can see. Got 2 likes right here. Maybe y'all busy Christmas shopping. Oh yeah, got Joel Lopez. Somebody's here. That's 9 fights in a row. Yeah, 9 fights. He deserves a title shot. We gotta make remixes and stuff just to get Leon Edwards a title shot. We gotta do all this shit just to give him a title shot. Now we gotta come in, make remixes and animation just to give him his well-deserved title shot. Hello, what's up? I don't know how to say your name, but hello back. Yeah, that remix, man, let me tell you, that voice you hear on there, that was me. Title shot, title shot. Like Jason, sound like the Jason movies, right? That voice on Jason. Title shot, title shot. I deserve a title shot. A title shot, title shot. That was me. What's up, Black Santa? Yeah, Black Santa in the building right now. It's Santa Mo. It's my name, Santa Mo. Got the Santa hat on, playing Mariah Carey. All I want for Christmas. What up? Yeah, what's up? Kokani. Y'all got y'all names, man. Come on, dude. Y'all names hard to pronounce. What's up? V Chance. What's up, V Chance? Hey, what's up? I'm in the Christmas spirit. All right, let me try that.
I was surprised it came out in pieces, but
Yeah, that's good.
if I could just get it like a pizza.
I think I deserve a title shot. I think I deserve a title shot. You shouldn't say I think I deserve a title shot. I know I deserve a title shot. Coco Honey. Are you Maurice? Yeah, Leonardo, I'm Maurice. I'm the guy. I look like the picture. Oh, that's a younger picture. Where was Sand in the Hood, huh? Oh man, y'all know all these songs. I didn't think you'll know about that one, Tony. Where was Sand? I might post that on Instagram. I try to push these songs out so they can like kind of hit big. They kind of go. I wasn't able to get a Christmas remix out so far. I still got time though. I might put one more out. Okay. Who was next for Jake Paul? Uh, it won't be Connor because he's on the contract. And I just watched an interview with Jake Paul talking about Dana White being on cocaine and all that. So that relationship is not going to work out. I don't think Dana's going to let that slide. So who knows if he could put that to the side, realize how much money that could be made, maybe we could get that. I doubt that will happen because it's much better. It's a much better look when Connor's getting beat by Floyd Mayweather, who's the best, arguably the best boxer ever, as opposed to Jake Paul being a. I guess people are throw the YouTube word out, YouTuber. But like I posted on Instagram, Jake Paul making you YouTube making the word YouTuber look pretty good right now. This YouTuber has been, he knocked out two MMA fighters so far. Although they're not known as strikers, but they're still fighters. That's the Christmas jam. Yeah. That Mariah Carey song. She eating good off that song right now. Mariah Carey, every year she eating off that song. If she's having struggles financially, she can always rely on that song right there. Everybody's gonna play that song during Christmas. Thug Rose, baby, what a track. Thanks. It's pretty dark in my room right now. I'm a fan since 2016. Oh, thanks, Leonardo. Man, you've been around for a while. It's 9 fights in a row. You should collab with other creators making UFC memes. Yeah, I'll reach out. I reached out to the guy, what's his name? Mohammed, who does the animations. I reached out to him. I said he could use my remixes for free and put his animations to it, but just tag me in the remixes. Just shout me out or something, put my channel there, and that'll be my payment. So I hit him. He read it. He's like, "I'll check your stuff out," but I don't know. He never got back at me. Do you like the Prodigy? Who's the Prodigy? I'm not in the know. Yeah, man. I'll try. I reached out to him, Leonardo. Yeah, I reached out to him. I'll reach out to him again. Cause that'd be dope, man. Do that collaboration. I got a catalog of remixes dating back to 2013. You can make so many animations. Just, just put a description at the bottom. This is where the music came from. This is where the remixes came from. That's all you got to do. So that I can get some of those subscribers from his page. That will be my payment. So I got to benefit from it somehow. You are very talented. Respect your craft. Thanks, V. Thank you, V Chance. Yeah, I'm in a Christmas spirit right now. When you get older, you're Santa Claus when you get older. You're younger, you want those gifts to come in. You want to wake up Christmas morning, like I used to wake up and see that bike out there. Oh, I got that bike. You see that? I'm about 40 years old, so when I seen that Super Nintendo under the tree, that Dreamcast, I was like, wow. Now I'm older. I'm an older guy now, so now I gotta be Santa Claus. I gotta give out the tablets. Kids don't even really play PlayStation like that. They're on the tablets. What about Lewis Wayne? Who is next for him? Looking like he's still fighting the police right now. You see, he got pulled over, and then he got a ticket. Derek Lewis, man. I don't know who's next for him. He don't want a title shot, so he might be backup for the game fight against the Nagano game fight. He might be backup. Cause a reporter asked him a question. It's like Dana may want him to be backup for that fight, just in case something happens, somebody gets injured. The Connor Bone Bone Powell video is an absolute masterpiece, my personal favorite. Thanks, Goose McGee. Thanks. I remember your name, Goose McGee. I like that one, man. That was fun to make. That one, I had a good time making that one. I made it just like that Black Eyed Peas song. That was the intention. That was the idea behind it. I want to tell y'all guys now, I'm looking at the Leon Edwards remix. I'm gonna need some more support for these remixes, because if I'm not getting that much support, I may not put them out as much as you want. I want to need some more support, because right now the Leon Edwards remix, these things are barely hitting 1,000 right now. The numbers are down. I don't know what happened, man. I don't know. The algorithm's not on my side. I don't know. Maybe YouTube strike. They don't like my page, but these numbers are low. I got I got nearly 30,000 subscribers. And the last one, the Tuivasa remix, is not even at 1,000. Now I'm looking at my other page, Mo Spears Music. I got less than 3,000 subscribers, and that stuff. Each remix is hitting up like over 1,000 the first day. But this page, man, this page is just, I don't know what's going on with my this YouTube page is dying. But it has to be worth it, man. I don't know if I could keep them coming. You said keep them coming, Goose? I don't know, man. I might put them out here and there, but they got to be worth it because I got to focus on other stuff. That's what I want to tell y'all. I got to focus on getting my CCNA certification, so I got to focus on that. So it got to be worth it. That's why I'm not putting them out as much. Look, I took had a long hiatus because I'm not getting paid as much as I used to, and it didn't start off. You know, it wasn't about the money starting off. It's all about creativity. But now I got to focus on other things. I got more responsibilities now. I got to take care of my other family. I got nieces and nephews I got to take care of, so I don't have that much time to just focus on this YouTube page. You know, my intentions was to have this page be a second source of income, but I'm not making that much money from it. He said people might be busy getting ready for holidays. I'm behind watching the videos right now. Yeah, we'll see, man. Yoel Lopez, keep picking popular fighters like Connor. Yeah, that's true, but then it got to be something that I have fun making. Because sometimes, like when people make requests, it's not that fun to make that remix. I'm not like it's not something I want to do creatively. It's not fun to make. That's why I started making them because they're fun. But now when you get requests, make this, make that, it's not that fun to make anymore. And sometimes it just takes a lot of time to make these at this point. I can make them quick, but it depends on if I can get the beat right fast enough. How about a life advice channel? Yeah, I got Mohouse Media, a KC Jones. Follow Mohouse Media, Mohuse Media. I'm gonna start doing stuff on that page. I want to put these remixes out, but they're not gonna be. I'm not gonna crank them out like I used to because I gotta focus on. It's a lot of stuff I gotta focus on, man. I gotta focus on business, my businesses, and I'm trying to get this CCNA certification. And anything with tech and IT, I gotta learn all this stuff, man. There's a lot of stuff I gotta take in to pass this and get my CCNA certification, and that's just the beginner level. They got two other certifications you could get, but I want to at least get the beginner level certification. If I get to a point where I'm making a lot of money, right? My business is bringing in a lot of money to the point where I could just kind of sit back and chill. I wouldn't mind making these remixes for free. But right now, I have other obligations. I have to work on this business, our electrical contracting business, and I just got to keep bringing money. If it takes like the Leon Edwards remix, that took like a day and a half to make that. A day and a half out of my day. It took a day and a half of time to make that. And that time I could have been focused on some other stuff. Love your remixes. How long have you been an MMA fan? Since man, it's been a while. Since I was in high school. So the first fight I know what I remember I was in weight training when I was playing football in high school. This was like 2001, right? 2001. Let me turn this light on. Kind of dark in. This was like 2001, and I was in weight training class, right? Lifting weights, and some guys from my football team showed this video of I think Matt Hughes slamming some guy, like a what's that move? That move the Diesel did, Kevin Nash did back in the day. A power bomb, yeah, he power bombed some guy and knocked him out like that. And I remember watching that in weight training class. I'm like, wow. I'm like, this shit looks crazy. and I started watching it. So I got into it when it was the original UFC. Then I stopped watching and I started fucking with it. Then I got right back into it when the Fachita when Dana White got involved. That's when I started watching it again. Cause at first I kind of got out of it, and what got me to watch it again was when it was on Spike TV. So when they showed Matt Hughes was supposed to fight Hoist Gracie, and they're hyping that up. I didn't really know about Hoist Gracie like that, but then they started showing his highlights. So they made it seem like Hoist Gracie was this guy who couldn't be beat. Like he was undefeated. But what they didn't tell you was that he was only undefeated in the UFC. He wasn't undefeated overall in MMA. So I didn't know he was beat already. So I'm thinking Matt Hughes is fighting this guy who's undefeated, who's submitting everybody. So when the fight finally happened, Matt Hughes he beat him easy. But then I got into it. Then I seen Anderson Silva. He destroyed Chris Lieben. And I remember seeing Chris Lieben on the Ultimate Fighter, like he was beating everybody. I'm thinking like, who's this Anderson Silva guy? Because I wasn't watching it like that. So there's people who knew Anderson Silva from Pride and from he was in other organizations as well. Like, who's this guy? And he just destroyed Chris Lieben. I'm like, damn. So that got me into it as well. When John Jones beat somebody, yeah, when John Jones needs to come back, but maybe he won't come back. Hey, what's up, Maurice? Johnny Bacon. That's a cool name. What's up, Johnny Bacon? Ever thought about maybe setting up a Patreon page? Yeah, I have a Patreon page set up already. Maybe I forgot to put in the link in the description. No, I think I may have stopped the Patreon page. Yeah, because I was going to stop making remixes at a point. 2001, sheesh. Yeah, I've been watching it for a long time. I'm 38 years old, so I've been watching it for a while. I know there's a lot of new youngins watching this shit now. Hola, amigo. Thanks for the remixes. MMA game. What's that? What's De Nada MMA game? I kind of know a little Spanish. I've been learning it. Yo he estado aprendiendo español para 4 años. Um, um, Aprendiendo español es muy difícil para mí escuchando, pero um, leyendo español es fácil. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. So I'm saying listening to Spanish is very difficult for me, but reading Spanish is easy. Do you like bare knuckle? Depending on who's fighting. I don't like. I like watching MMA and boxing because it's organized and it's professional, but I don't like watching street fights. Street fights are sloppy. I don't like watching it. Yeah. Te gusta bare knuckle? No me gusta bare knuckle. No me gusta. I know all the basic words. Street fighting. I don't know how to say fighting in Spanish yet. The clip where the guy goes, where's that from? Hugo Canales. That's from after Luke Rockhold lost to Michael Bisping. Look up that press conference. I forgot what the UFC event was, but Luke Rockhold lost his title to Michael Bisping, and mocking him, saying, "Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are?" And Luke Rockhold was talking about Bisping saying that after he knocked him out, and it just sounded funny to me. Do you know who you are? That shit just sounded funny as fuck. So I was like, let me let me put this in. What's up, bro? I'm a bog friend from South Africa. Oh, what's up, man? Head honcho, the one. Hey, what's up, man? From South Africa. That's dope, man. That's crazy. Thank you. Do you know Russian words? No, I don't know Russian words yet. I don't know Russian. I'm trying to get Spanish down, man. Spanish is difficult. I'm still trying to get that down. The key to learning Spanish or any language, you gotta. I'm learning from the app, but you do have to talk to actual people. Just listening to it, the listening part, comprehending it, is difficult, man. I know how to read it, but that listening part. Been a fan for a long time. Still love your Wyman Sloth Baby remix. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Worry. Te gusta las latinas? Me gusta latinas. Porque um, I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to say the way they talk in Spanish, but I do like Latinas. Like the way they talk. And then I'm in LA, so most of the girls out here are Latinas. So many Latinas out here. And Latinas could be anybody. You know, look at La Pita Nwongo. She's Latina. Do you know where you are? Yeah, I know where I'm at. Fighting in Spanish is peleando. Peleando. Yeah, so no me gusto peleando de calle. Calle. Yeah, am I saying that right, Pete? I'm still learning this stuff, man. Give me some time. Voy for your information. Oh, go. Okay. Trying to get this shit right. I be fucking my words up, man. I be talking to people in Spanish. It's like, what the fuck you talking about? When I was, I used to work at the grocery store. I used to work at Vons. I was a delivery driver. So I used to go and buy sandwiches, and they'll only talk to me in Spanish because they're like, this is the only way you're gonna learn. We're only going to take your order in Spanish. So I was learning about forks, tenedor, cuchillo for the knife, and I forgot I say spoon. But I used to order I used to order chicken, so I order pierna, the leg. What else I order? A pierna for the leg. Muslo. Yeah, I used to order. I like chicken thighs, so muslo for chicken. And yeah, I always order muslo. So I'm like, quisiera dos muslo y pierna. And también con arroz. Arroz. And I was like, quisiera tenedor y cuchillo para, I don't know, yeah, something like that. I noticed that South Africa and the USA are similar in terms of race. We are very multiracial. Yeah, the USA is very multiracial. It depends where you're at and what part of the country. Like I'm in LA right now, so you see, like the Hispanics are Mexican and El Salvadorian over here. You go to New York, East Coast, you get Puerto Ricans and I forgot what else, Puerto Ricans and yeah, some and oh Cubans. Oh, Florida, you get a lot of Cubans in Florida. Have a safe and happy holiday, V Chance. Thank you. You too, V Nat, V Chance. I wish I had a tree this year. I would like to have my tree up. Try watching things in Spanish with subtitles on it. It helps a lot. Okay, I will do, Gabrielle. I do watch. I try to watch UFC events in Spanish, the commentary. But just give me a second. I gotta the restroom. I'll be back. I'm back. Have a safe and happy holidays. Try watching things in Spanish. Hi, Maurice. Good remixes. Two of Vasa remix got punched nonstop. Keep going. Thanks, Hostia. Yeah, I'm trying to get that to Tuivasa. I think that one hits. That'll sound good, I think, in his walkouts. I'm trying to get I'm gonna post that on Instagram and tag him. Yeah, eventually you won't need the subtitles anymore. Yeah, I just gotta keep listening to it to get just to get the recognize the sounds and all that. What's your personal favorite remix you made? Johnny Bacon. My personal favorite, man, there's too many names. But my recent personal favorite is the Khabib Go Sleep remix. Listen to that Go Sleep remix. And there's some other ones too. Oh yeah. No, my one of my favorites, Yoel Romero, Connor's Connor remix. I think that's one of my best. I like the beat; it hit right. It all depends on what I can work with. If I have a lot to work with, I can make it. Like this Leon Edwards remix, I was surprised I was able to make it because there just wasn't. I didn't like the way he said title shot. I was like, I don't like how he says it, but I was able to make it. Yeah, buddy. Since MMA Digest stopped with the humor, you're the fun king. Thanks for the greatness. Thanks, Henrik. Yeah, a lot of people they got to switch. YouTube, like this stuff is fun to make. Don't get me wrong, it's fun to make. But then people start an obligation. That's the thing. And people have kids and stuff like that, so you don't have much time to make it anymore. Like now, I don't have as much time. It's a different thing now. It takes a lot of work. People putting out content quick with YouTube. Like when there's a crazy interview, something viral, you got to put it out quick. And the way I make these remixes, I can't always put them out quick. I can put them out in a day. That's if I get the beat right, from the jump, and everything just happens, you know, right. Everything just happens organically. Then I could put them out quick. But if I can't get the beat right the way I like it, it's not always gonna work. Another day, he says that he prefers the remix he made from the chamber. Yeah, I like that one. Have you ever been to South Africa? Head honcho though. No, I haven't been to South Africa. I want to go to South Africa. Someone told me you could. How's the? I talked to someone. They said you could buy. It's a good place to buy gold out there. I was thinking about going out there and buying gold and trading it in, because in America, they purchase gold out here. Wait, not what's that company? There's some I forgot what it was, but I forgot the name of the company. Not the company, it's the government. The government buys gold out here in America. So you go to Africa, I think Ghana, purchase some gold, come to America and sell the gold for a profit. So head honcho, is it good to like any advice on buying gold in Africa? Aaron Collar just sent you $20. Thanks for all the laughs. Oh, thanks, Aaron. Aaron Collar. Oh, I did see that. Thanks, Aaron. You know what? Let me try to post. I need to send you a thank you. Somebody else send a PayPal. I gotta put a thank you for y'all. 'Cause I appreciate that. Yeah, y'all. I want to send a thank you for y'all. Let me see. Man, Aaron, Aaron Collar. Send me an email at. Just look over my email is. So just send me an email, and I'll probably send you. I'll figure some. I'll figure out something to send you. Thank you for that $20. I'll figure out something to send you. I appreciate that. So my email in my on my YouTube page somewhere. So just look up the email and just send me an email. It's like, "What's up? This is Aaron Caller. I sent you the $20. Now I'll send you something." But yeah, if it works, man, if it works, I'll put it in there, Pete. Yeah, I'll put it in there. Best remix is Ashley Singh. So that's an Indian name, right? Singh. I know that last name. Best remixes. Thank you. This is number one bullshit. Yeah. Khabib did post that remix on his Facebook page before he got really big with Connor. Vito Land 92. Yeah, thank you. Bing Bong. Yeah, that one. Mama Ma's the best. Punt size. Yeah, I like that one. That one was one of my best right there. When I was editing that, man, I was thinking about random shit. I was like, yeah, put this in there, put that in there. The Khabib Eat, Drink, and Smash is too funny. Oh yeah, Vito Land 92. That one I like. I love that beat. I love that very laid back beat. I could drink, I could wait, I could sleep, wait, I could eat, I could drink, and I could smash someone. Yeah, that one I like that remix. Then it had two bridges in it. You know, a bridge in music. A bridge is when the beat is a slight change in the beat with a bridge. You know, some people get bored of the beat, so you need a change in the beat. I have two bridges in that song. That eat, drink, and smash. I have two bridges. Yeah, South Africa got a lot of gold. Yeah, somebody was telling me about going to South Africa or just Africa. Period. I looked it up. I researched it, and they said Ghana. You can buy some gold over there. Buy gold, come back to America. Where you could buy, where who purchases the gold? I forgot who does it. It's the government though. The government purchases gold. I'm looking at it right now. I got so much on my mind. My mind is just I can't remember a lot of stuff. I think it's the the U.S. Gold Reserve. I think it's a gold reserve. U.S. Gold Reserve. Gold. Yeah, I think it's a U.S. Gold Reserve. I gotta look it up again. Oh, okay, Aaron. Don't worry about it. Oh, thanks, Dan. All right, this shows. Yeah, show some support. It'll help out because these remixes, man, they take. I gotta. I'm trying to stay focused. This is so much. This is a lot to do. The CC. I know I mentioned it a lot. I may have said this word so many times, but the CCNA certification that I'm trying to get, I gotta be focused on it because it's a lot. It's very complicated. I know a lot already. I know a lot about subnetting. Um, the troubleshooting, pinging. I know pinging, and if anybody who's in tech, you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm still a beginner in this, but I've been learning about it. You know, with the switches, multi-layer switches, OSI 7 layers, and I've got the one that they use now. You reference the OSI. There's a lot of stuff you gotta know about. Don't know how your channel is more popular in the MMA community. Should have at least, yeah, I should have that Vito Land. I wish I did. I just think with these remixes, I can't crank them out as quick. Like if something, like if there's a UFC event and somebody says something crazy at a press conference, it's difficult for me to make that remix the next day in the morning. Because a lot of times, like when I used to make them fast, I would have to go to work the next morning, so I can't always make them that quick. It's clear. I clearly felt the tap. Yeah, that, Johnny Bacon. That was funny. John Africa versus Francis Ngannou. Hostia. Yeah, John Africa. Francis Ngannou's having issues with the UFC right now. Everybody's having their issues with them. Thank you for your remixes. The GSP Crazy remix kills me every time. Cheers. Thanks, Robin. Wait, what crazy? Oh yeah, the This Is Crazy remix with John Jones. Yeah, that one's funny. And guess what? Yeah, that one got deleted from YouTube, so I have to put out a different version. So I don't know if you've seen the original version. There was an original version I put out, and YouTube deleted it for copyright. Then I put out another one. Yeah, what else I want to talk about? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley, right? That's what's in the title. I got caught up. So Tyron Woodley, I believe he would have won if he dyed his hair. Y'all remember on the last stream I said Tyron Woodley would have won if he dyed his hair. I will bet all my money on Tyron Woodley if he dyed his hair because all these MMA fighters who are dyeing their hair are winning. They're winning their fights. And I said Tyron Woodley dyed his hair, he would have won. Dyed hair Tyron Woodley would have won this fight, but he got caught. If Tyron Woodley dyed his hair, he would not have he would have seen that punch that was coming from Jake Paul. He would have seen it. But you didn't dye your hair. That's like Super Saiyan powers right there. Everybody got that dyed hair, they become Super Saiyans. Charles Oliveira became a different person when he dyed his hair. You don't even have to have your hair dyed fight night. Just dye your hair during the training camp, reap the benefits of having your hair dyed, the powers that come from it, then dye your hair back. Tyron Woodley didn't do it. I was trying to get in contact with Tyron Woodley. I sent him a message. I DM'd him, and I couldn't get through to him. I'm like, man, dye your hair, Tyron. You gotta do this, man. You'll win this fight if you dye your hair. He didn't see the message. What can I say? Yep, he needs to dye his hair. You also? Yep, you're right, Tony Duckets. Dye their hair. Do you also think that Dustin Poirier versus Nate Diaz fight is kind of dumb? Yeah, it doesn't. I guess it's a money fight. It has nothing to do with the rankings. But Dustin Poirier, I can understand the position he's in now because he just lost a title fight. So who else is he going to fight, Robin? He's thinking like, who else is going to bring in that money? Is he going to fight? Who else is in the lightweight division? Because Islam and the guy whose name I can't pronounce, they're fighting next, and then Justin Gaethje is going to fight Charles Oliveira. Who else is in lightweight? Kevin Lee isn't there no more. Um, who else is there for him to fight? He's like, I might as well fight. What's his name? Nate Diaz. T Wood for me, zero charisma, but great champion. He got 5 years that he looks feared. Yeah, that's the problem with T Wood, Hostias, that charisma factor. Either you got it or you don't. He doesn't have. He has zero charisma. His charisma level's at zero. If he dyed his hair, his charisma would have been better. I tell you, when you dye your hair, he really should change the division. If you ask me, Maurice. Yeah, they said he cuts a lot of weight to make lightweight, so he'll be comfortable at welterweight. But then when you do that, you move welterweight, so you're in a weird situation. MBTI personality types. Sam, no, I don't know that. Explain it to me. I could Google it right now, but let me know what it means. Connor versus Nate makes more sense. Know what that's true. B1 LAL. That does make more. Connor, he's on a 2-fight losing streak. Nate Diaz is on a 2-fight losing streak as well. They're both on 2-fight losing streaks. So let's just make this money fight happen. Whoever wins gets out their losing streak. Michael Chandler. What's that? Yeah, Michael. Oh yeah, Michael Chandler. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler. Yeah, that's a good one. That can happen. Michael Chandler has to win. He's in a must-win situation. Yeah, get a new start. Yeah, Robin, get a new start at welterweight. What was the first MMA fight you ever saw that captivated you? Pete Olivares. Let me see. I would say because I got into it before Dana White got involved. The Fachita brothers got involved. I remember seeing those fights. I think it was Matt Hughes versus. Let me look that up. Matt Hughes versus yeah Newton. Yeah, so Matt Hughes versus Carlos Newton. Look that up. I seen that when I was in weight training class, and my football teammates were watching the fight, and they just showed that highlight where he power bombed this guy Carlos Newton and knocked him out. No, that was White got involved. So yeah, that's when Dana White got involved. But then when I seen Anderson Silva, when he the way he like destroyed Chris Laban, that's when I really got into it. I'm like, who is this guy? Do you think you talking about Islam, Sam? Get the belt and defend it a couple of times? How many times? Uh man. Islam has a couple of tough fights coming up. Let me look up this guy name. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry. I'm like Derek Lewis and Joey Diaz when it comes to pronouncing names. Islam. Especially these names. I want these. Can I get some easy names like Conor McGregor, John Jones? Easy names, man. These names: Islam, Mac, Chav, Mac Chav. Who's he fighting next? Oh yeah, okay. His fight against Benil Dariush, Benil Dariush, if I'm saying that name right. This fight is tough for him because this guy is good with submissions as well. So if he gets through this guy, then he has to fight Oliveira next. So he has two fights coming up. Islam. We'll see if Islam lives up to the hype because he's getting hype from Khabib. So there's a lot of hype going on with Islam. So this is a good test. People wanted him to get a title shot immediately, which I don't think he should have. He should not have gotten a title shot. Give Gaethje this title shot next. Let Islam prove himself more. So this fight he's fighting next against Benil, this will show you how legit he is. Then he got to fight Oliveira if Oliveira gets through Gaethje, because I believe he'll beat Gaethje. Gaethje, I think Gaethje, whatever. Then that'll be another tough fight for him. But he needs to prove himself. That's the thing I don't like. They keep trying to push these fighters without proving themselves. Even John Jones, before John Jones got the title shot against Shogun, he defeated Ryan Bader, who was undefeated. So that was his test. So they gave him his test. And even then, after he beat Ryan Bader, he was not supposed to get that title shot against Shogun Hua when he became the youngest champion in MMA history at 23. Rashad Evans was supposed to have that fight, but Rashad Evans got injured, so John Jones filled in because I remember watching that fight and they said they informed John Jones after he submitted Ryan Bader that he was getting the next title shot. And I was thinking like, man, this shit is crazy. This is only 23 and he's getting a title shot. Is he even ready? But he was not supposed to get that title shot. So with Islam, this fight is gonna show us if you're the real deal. And this guy's no joke. Watching from the UK. Oh, Sam, that's dope. You need to check out Hamzat's latest post-fight interview. A lot of potential there. Yeah, Johnny Bacon. I gotta push out some Hamzat remixes. Somebody recommended a remix on Twitter, but I wasn't able to do it. Good day, mate. I don't remember you. No disrespect, but I'm subbed, so I thought I say hi and Merry Christmas. You must do something right. Thanks, Simon. Simon Wells. Thanks. You remember me? You know me now, right, Simon? You know me now. Do you follow MMA as closely as you used to, Sam? Yeah, I do follow it closely. I just don't make as many races as I used to. But I do follow it closely. But I'm not. I feel like there's levels to knowing MMA, and I'm not at that super hardcore level because these people know all the fighters who are in the prelims. They know all the fighters in Bellator. I'm not at that level. but I follow it pretty closely, and I know a lot about MMA. But there's a level above me of MMA fans who know a lot more than I do. I'm just not at that level yet. If I had more time to focus on it, I could get to know that level. Carlos Newton, damn, okay, you're sweet with me. I haven't heard that name. Yeah, I've been watching it that long. I seen that fight when I was in high school. That was like in 2001, 2002. It's pronounced Mahichev, Mahichev, Mahichev. So Islam Mahichev. Man, I'm just now getting Valentina's name right. Valentina Shevchenko. Shevchenko. See, Amanda Nunes, that's easy. Ronda Rousey, but Shevchenko, Mahichev. These foreign names. Benny's a savage, man. He'll smile while he beats you. Yeah, man, that guy's. I seen him on Candace Owens' show. So he's tapping into that conservative crowd. These fighters, man, they got to think post fight. They got to think their post fight career. So they got to tap into certain crowds. Get your money. Two piece with a soda. Jay Rodriguez. Yeah, I like that. That remix was one of my favorites. That Jorge Masvidal remix. Cake and chicken. Simon. Ugh, cake and chicken. That's a weird combination. Chicken and waffles, but I never heard of cake and chicken. Simon. Are there any boxing or MMA fighters that you personally don't like? I don't personally dislike any MMA or boxing fighter. Not personally. Not one. Unless I have an interaction with them personally, like they did something to me. Nah. I do feel like there are certain fighters that, in my opinion, are overrated. But personally, I don't dislike any fighter. I don't think Gaethje deserves a title shot off one win in 1 year, but I understand that it's all about business. Yeah, Sam, I agree with that. But also, I believe Islam, he should get another fight to prove himself first, a test. And that's his next fight. That's the guy, uh, Dor- Doris. Oh, these fucking names, man. Benil. Yeah, his next fight against Benil, that's a good test. He should get that fight first, then fight Oliveira. Because people are trying to push these fighters too fast. Like, he needs to test himself. Because his resume isn't all that good. I'm looking at the names. His resume isn't that good. So this fight right here, if he beats this guy, he has to get the title shot. I wonder what's going to happen in 2022 with Patty Pimplet. Hope he makes it after his win debut. Yeah, Robin with Patty, his charisma alone is giving him opportunities, but I don't know if he's going to be that good. His defense is bad. He's very offensive, but I don't see him making it that far. He might be another Darren Till. We'll see. The Joey Diaz Uncle Bobby Dana song is, oh yeah, that one, man. That one hit big. Some of these remixes, this is weird. Like, I put a lot of effort in some of these remixes with the editing. Y'all should check out the remix I made with Conor McGregor, um, Whiskey Business. So I did a parody of Risky Business, that movie Tom Cruise did. And when Conor said whiskey business, it sounds like risky business. And I put the beat, the risky business beat. I made a beat out of that, and just did I felt like that was one of my best editing jobs I did. And I also learned some new techniques after that I would have applied there to make it even better. But that Joey Diaz remix took off. There's like 100,000 views. Bar Rays, hi Mo. Oh, what's up, Bar Rays? Yeah, I remember you. You were here last time. You're in all the streams. Mahachev. Like, okay. Oh, like, haha. Mahachev. Mahachev. Okay. Mahachev. Islam Mahachev. 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 I can make a remix off that name. Put a ha. Mahachev. Islam. Mahachev. 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 Brother isn't exactly easy to pronounce either. Yeah, it depends on where you're from. If you're from that region, it's easy to pronounce. But that's why you got to get people like from America. Don't be too tough on these Americans for not knowing how to pronounce these names from like Russia and in Africa. Where else? UK names aren't that bad. Like Bisping, Bisping's easy. Conor McGregor's easy. Oh, that's not the UK. That's from Ireland. But Europe, I'll say Europe. Those names aren't that difficult. Or even Brazil. Anderson Silva is easy to pronounce. Um, what other Brazilian fighters? Nunez is easy. Oliveira is a little. I would say that could be a little difficult for some people, but I got Oliveira. Cake and Chicken was a dance DC did. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I always add that. Whenever I make a DC remix, I'll put that gif in there, that dance one in there. Yeah, I agree. Benil versus Mahachev deserves it more than Gaethje. Yeah, they'll probably give it to Gaethje because he's somewhat of a name. Look that up if you haven't seen it, Daniel. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, if you look at my remix, I have that in there. I have that dance in there. But the title shot's in May, so Gaethje will get it first. Yeah, because he has a name, so they want to put him against Oliveira. I see Oliveira beating him because Oliveira, he could, if you hit him, if somebody hits him, you can knock him down, but he'll always find a way through it. And that's what I've been seeing lately. He'll get hit. Do a remix of Islam Mahachev. He has some funny quotes. Yeah, Mahachev. I'm saying it right, right? I meant to say, brother, your name isn't exactly easy to pronounce either. Oh, Maurice Spears. Oh yeah, son. You know what? I got in contact with this guy on Fiverr, and he always says brother to me, brother. This guy from India, brother. I gotta go to Dagestan. Dagestan. Dagestan seems like they're very cool in Dagestan. I gotta, man, one day maybe I could go to Dagestan. Dagestan. They always call you brother. How about shit? You know, Sam, you threw this name in there, Maga, blah, blah, blah. Why are you doing to me? Why are you doing this to me, Sam? You threw this name at me, man. Come on. Mug. No, I'm not gonna try with that one. I like it when their surnames have a touch of German in it. You know, yeah. Do you hear that Vitor Belfort is going to box Chad Dodson? Wow. Pete, you gonna fight Chad Dodson? I remember Chad Dodson. Chad Dodson hasn't been the same since Andre Ward. Look at that fight with Andre Ward and Chad Dodson. That's when Andre Ward let people know that he ran through Chad Dodson. I think Chad Dodson was undefeated when he fought Andre Ward. Andre Ward was moving up in weight. You know what? To be honest, I think Chad Dodson, that weight cut may have messed him up a bit, but Andre Ward knocked him down like 3 times. And you're like, man, this Andre Ward guy is no joke. Andre Ward is one of the best, I'll say one of the best technical boxers and mentally strong boxers in boxing history. Keep your fighters away from Andre Ward. And people are talking about Andre Ward fighting Canelo. Now, Andre Ward is retired now, so I don't think Andre Ward would do as well against Canelo now because he's been retired. But an active Andre Ward will beat Canelo easy. Beat Canelo easy. Now there's some doubt now because Andre Ward has been inactive for a couple of years. Can you please make a Let's Go Brandon song? You can do DC Screaming. Yeah, I heard a couple of Let's Go Brandon remixes. That guy, Loza Alexander, he made a Let's Go Brandon song that was pretty good. You know those MAGA rappers, right? Those Make America Great Again rappers. Most of them to me are corny. Loza is the only one that's good to me. That's the only one that's cool to listen to. Most of those other MAGA rappers, I don't listen to them. But that dude Loza, he puts out some fire though. That guy, he's from my hometown. He's from Vegas. He's from Las Vegas. He's the only one that's putting out. He's the only one that's a good rapper to me. That's 9 fights in a row. Yup, for Lightning, you're correct with Leon Edwards. 9 fights in a row, Leon Edwards. Every time I hear 9 fights in a row, I think of Leon Edwards. How does Islam deserve a title shot? His highest ranked win was to Hooker. He's just getting the Khabib rub. Yeah, Derek Woods the second. That's why I said he should fight Benil first. Kind of prove himself. Like, okay, you're legit. You deserve that title shot. That's why I believe that Gaethje should get it next. And then if Islam defeats this guy Benil, he should get it. Shit, you threw this at me. Magomed Kiri Simon Wells. Magomed Karipov. I gotta hear the name more often. Like I know how to say Sharapova, the tennis player, Maria Sharapova, because I always hear the name. Will Harris from Anatomy of a Fighter has been to Dagestan. He loved it. Yeah, I gotta go to Dagestan. I just gotta realize what the culture is down there, Sam. Realize certain things, certain things you shouldn't say or do down there. Once I recognize their culture and what not to say, then it'll be a fun time. You just gotta respect people's cultures. Because in America, there's so many cultures down here in America. People celebrate. There's different religions out here, but other places aren't America like that. So you just got to realize where you're going. Pove or Mauve now, yeah, Pove, Mauve, yeah. Brothers' names be looking like a Wi-Fi password. Yeah. See, my name Maurice. People say my name is Maurice, right? They'll say it's French, but it's actually I think it's an African name. They got several countries in Africa. I was thinking about naming my kid. If I have like a daughter, there's a country Mauritius. Yeah, if I had a son, I'll name Mauritius. Yeah, Mauritius. Yeah, if I have a son, I'll name Mauritius after. Yeah, that country in Africa, Mauritius. Then there's another one. I'll name my daughter. That's how big my ego is, right? Name my kids after my name, Mauritius, and then yeah, Mauritania. Yeah, Northwest Africa, Mauritania. There's a country called Mauritania. I'll name my dog that. So if I have a son and a daughter, name them after two African countries that are based off my name. Diaz boys trained with him. Okay. Diaz boys trained with who? Trained with who? At her Texia. Do you think it's over with Nick Diaz like I do? I think it was nice to see him back in the day. Yeah, I do think it's over. It's not the same with Nick Diaz. I do agree with you, Robin, because he hasn't won since 2000. How long? Since he beat BJ Penn? That BJ Penn fight. I think that was his last victory in 2010 or something like that. It's been like 11 years since he won a fight. I don't think it's in him. The fight isn't in him no more. He said that before. He said, I don't want to fight no more. Benny versus Islam. Simon, I'm gonna call him Benny. Yes, I'm gonna call him Benny. Yeah, that's a good name to call him. Simon, yeah, Sharapova, man. Sharapova, those Russian women. Let me tell you, man, Sharapova got her body's just right. Sharapova tall. She looks tall. She has a perfect build for me. Perfect thickness, not too skinny. None of that. Junior Dos Santos is going to box Pulev. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that knockout with Frank Mir. Frank Mir like the Mortal Kombat characters when you about to finish them. When Pulev rocked him, he was like this. Finish him. He was doing that finish him thing. I don't know, man. I shouldn't make fun of fighters like that, but it looked funny. In which part of America are you living? I live on the West Coast. I live in California. So I got my passport. Passport right here. So I'm looking forward to traveling to different countries in the near future. This COVID stuff happening right now kind of complicates things, but looking to go to Africa, Russia, whatever. I'm trying to travel this world. I'm gonna travel this world. I think Charles is going to hold on the belt for a while. He really opened my eyes. Yeah, Derek, that's true. Derek was second, but you never know with these fights, man. Anything can happen. All it takes is one punch, and it's over. Look what happened to Amanda Nunes. And it's like, this is what I'm saying when people talk about Leon Edwards fighting Usman. I read a lot of comments, and they're saying Leon Edwards doesn't stand a chance, right? They'll say things like that. You see Nate Diaz rocked him. Yeah, but the fact that Nate Diaz rocked Leon Edwards lets you know that anything can happen in a fight. So the fact that people are dismissing Leon Edwards thinking that he can't beat Usman, you never know. Because I never thought Pena would beat Amanda Nunes because she didn't have the power to. I didn't see her having the power to knock her out. And I don't know. I think Amanda Nunes just got too overconfident. She just kept running into that jab. Like, are you gonna lay back? And that's something Nate Diaz and the Diaz brothers are good at. When they get rocked, they know when to go down, take that knockdown, get your bearings together and realize there are more rounds. Amanda Nunes just kept going. Like, she just kept trying. She did the same thing Cyborg did against her. And that just shows me that you're underestimating that girl. You weren't on your A game. But we'll find out because in the rematch, you better win this rematch. Because the way it's looking, that's how it ended for a lot of fighters when they lose that one fight in the shocking matter. Not many get revenge like that unless you're GSP when he fought Massera. Beater car is normal. Yeah, it's normal. That was my first That was my first MMA remix. It's normal from Anderson Silva. Look up Is Normal remix from Anderson. No. That wasn't my first one. My first MMA remix was I'm Black Dana from Anderson Silva. That was my first remix. And you see the editing wasn't all that good. I actually used a camcorder to record it from the computer screen. I didn't download the video. So the sound quality wasn't all that good. That was my first one. I'm pretty sure it's French, Simon. Yeah, some people say it's French. Yeah, I just looking at these countries in Africa. Yeah, maybe unless it was colonized from the French or something. Let's see, I'm throwing these. Here you go, man. Throwing these names out here, these Russian names. Zabit Magnamedshirpov. Zabit. And look, this is the crazy thing, like Schwarzenegger, Arnold Schwarzenegger. See, that's a difficult name, but you hear it so many times, I just know how to say it. Schwarzenegger, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I just gotta keep hearing these names and then I'll get it. Nurmagomedov. I kind of know how to say Khabib's name. Khabib Nurmagomedov. Shari or Sharapova. Simon, who's Shari? Sharapova. Shari? I don't know who Shari is. I think Zabit retired, right? Zabit. Yeah, he gets injured a lot. His body, he doesn't have a type of body that could last a training camp, I don't think. Bro, I don't like GDS chances at all. I'm kind of scared for him. Simon Wells. I think he'll do better than Frank Mir. At least Junior Dos Santos has better boxing than Frank Mir. But yeah, that guy Pulev, he's still an active boxer. Like, you're not fighting some retired. You're not fighting Evander Holyfield like Vitor Belfort fought Evander Holyfield, man. You're fighting an active boxer. Oh, Zabit isn't retiring? Yeah, but he's been on the back burner for a while. Okay, he's coming back. We'll see. He'll get a lot of hype. Zabit, they're hyping him up a lot. This is the future. This is what I'm heard. That's what I heard. Wow, that's sexy from a European like me. Mm, I want to visit it someday. Yeah. Yeah, Mir looked like Bo Cho from Mortal Kombat. Yeah. What do you think of the Rampage Jackson Shannon Briggs feud? Yeah, it's funny. That's just funny. I like that part when Shannon Briggs tried to shoot on Rampage and he fell. He's like, hey, I tried to shoot on you. Hey, Rampage, don't try to do that takedown shit on me. And he got like some camera equipment and tried to hit Rampage. I know it's all fake though. I know it's all scripted. But this shit was funny. I just approve 100%. Amanda has a huge anxiety. For what reason? I don't know. It got triggered that night and she shut down. Oh, she got you, Simon. You're saying she had anxiety problems. I just think she's not that hungry anymore. She has a kid. She has a family now. Because there are a lot of other fights where she didn't look like she was in it too much. That when she fought Jermaine, she was having issues with that in that Jermaine fight too. I thought that was going to be a fight she may have lost or against Megan. I didn't expect it to happen against Pena, but her trainers. That's the thing where you predict fights. You're not in these fighters' training camps, and you don't know what their mindset is. So, like, what else do I have to base it on? I didn't know they were working on her jab like that. She was gonna run into the jab. Yeah, her ego was too big. She thought she could absorb it. Yeah, she was able to absorb a couple of. You could absorb a couple of shots when you're taking that many shots. Shit's gonna happen. Now, Pena was visualizing that win for years. Watch her old interviews. Yeah, you could visualize it, but then that visualization thing only works if you actually win. But it worked in her favor because I heard other fighters say that and they lost. But yeah, it worked out for her. Yeah, conceive, believe, achieve. Yeah, Luke Rockhold, Tony. Luke Rockhold. People sleep on Luke Rockhold. Michael Bisping mocked it, but it is true. Conceive, believe, achieve. Sometimes I wonder if I would run into Luke Rockhold one day. Like, you're the one who's doing that, huh? You're the one who's mocking me with those memes, huh? And say some cringe shit. That'd be a tough situation though, because he'll probably Luke Rockhold would probably he'll beat me up though, but I don't think he will beat me up. If he were to get into a fight, he'll handle me pretty easy. I'm not a fighter. I'm not an MMA fighter level fighter like that. You're breaking it down to syllables. Frank Mir did absolutely nothing. So I hope he'll do more. Yeah, Frank Mir. I was like, what was going on there, man? Rampages again. When I was 16 or 17, he fought Chuck and it didn't go well for Chuck. Yeah, a lot of people are angry when Rampage knocked out Chuck Liddell. Chuck Liddell was the poster child for the UFC at the time. And I went to a fight when Rampage, his debut fight. No, it was Anderson Silva versus Travis Lutter. Look up Anderson Silva versus Travis Lutter. This is when I found out Anderson Silva's weakness. Now Anderson Silva has been submitted before he became this legend. He became a legend when he went to the UFC, right? He had this entirely different career in Pride, in King of the Cage, I think, in other organizations. He became a legend in the UFC. But when I first noticed his weakness is when he went against Travis Lutter, and Travis Lutter kept taking him down. Travis Lutter almost beat him. Like he was like ground and pounding Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva with jiu-jitsu got him in the hole and started elbowing him on the head. And that shit looked painful as fuck. I went to that fight live. I thought Anderson Silva was gonna lose, but he ended up getting him to tap because he was elbowing him in his head. That's when I started seeing his weaknesses. Like Anderson Silva's deadly on his feet, but you can always take him down. His takedown defense is weak. But when you get him on his back, unlike Conor, see, Conor has weak takedown defense, but Conor doesn't have that jiu-jitsu skills that Anderson Silva had. So you can always take Anderson Silva down, but his jiu-jitsu will save him. So when you get him, that's why he was able to last against Chael Sonnen, because he had that black belt jiu-jitsu skills. That's why I wanted to see Khabib versus Tony Ferguson. That would have been a great fight because I could see Khabib taking down Tony Ferguson very easy, but how will Khabib handle Tony Ferguson's jiu-jitsu? And then even when they're on the feet, I believe Tony Ferguson would have got the best of Khabib. So that's why that fight, that's why everybody wants that fight because we all know Khabib will take Tony Ferguson down. But Tony Ferguson is very good on his back. So Khabib may not get those submissions in that easy. That's why that fight is unfortunate that that fight didn't happen. Do you think Cody Garbrandt is completely done at the elite level? The way it's looking, yes, he is. Pete, it's not looking good. I feel like Amanda Nunes just quit Big Up's opinion, but it didn't look like the shock was in. Yeah, Derek. I think they're at 135, right? They fought at 135. Maybe Amanda's just getting bigger. Her weight getting up there. She don't look nothing like she did when she fought Ronda Rousey. Now she just her shoulders are getting wider, like her shoulders are getting chubbier. She's gaining weight, man. She's eating better now. She got more money, so she's eating good. She's living that good life. She seems very fortunate where she's at now. Maybe the quote that Max Kellerman brings up from Marvin Hagler is more difficult to get up and train when you're sleeping in silk sheets. Amanda Nunes is sleeping in those silk sheets right now. Rampage is the funniest MMA fighter ever, in my opinion. Yeah, that's debatable. Yeah, he's very. Unfortunately for Rampage, he wasn't in MMA when social media got big. And right now with the UFC, social media is at all-time high. So the marketing level is at, all-time high level. He would have been a bigger star if he was in the UFC right now. You see how funny Derek Lewis is, right? Y'all gotta look up Rampage and Ariel Helwani's interviews. I was too young and naive. I thought Chuck was going to slap him, and my girlfriend didn't understand. I was so pissed off. Yeah, Simon. Rampage beat Chuck Liddell the first time. That's when Dana White used to do cross promotions. UFC used to do a cross promotion with. They did a cross promotion with Pride, and the plan was to have Chuck Liddell fight Vanderlei Silva. That's the fight everybody wanted to see. Well, Rampage Jackson ruined that. So Rampage Jackson ended up beating Chuck Liddell. He was pound. I mean, he beat him bad too. If you watch that fight, he had Rampage down. He was just pounding him in the ribs. He was just pounding him in the ribs. I think they stopped the fight after that. Funniest is Crazy Horse Charles Bennett. Oh yeah, somebody wanted me to make a remix of Crazy Horse. He said some crazy shit on a post-fight interview. I didn't get to it. There's a lot of shit there. I've been up. I've been up since three in the morning because I have to crank out that Leon Edwards remix. I got three. I got up three. I got up at 3 in the morning to finish that Leon Edwards remix. So I'm getting tired right now. For life, yeah. Who do you consider to be a BMF in boxing? Well, let me see. What's a BMF? Somebody who can take a lot of hits, I guess. In boxing right now. BMF. Uh, this Sean Porter. Sean Porter, I would say he's the BMF. He retired though. Know what? I haven't been watching boxing like I used to. I gotta keep up on it, man. I used to be really into it when like the Mayweather Pacquiao thing was happening. Man, I was looking up everything. I was into boxing like crazy. I kind of got out of it a little bit. I'm still like keeping up with it, but I'm not like I used to. BMF. Yeah, I would say Sean Porter. What's your thoughts on Chael's story, sticking up for his wife, and then John Jones goes on Twitter and try to say Chael hit his wife? Yeah, Derek, we still don't know everything. We don't know all the details yet. That's a story that Brendan Schaub brought out. Brendan Schaub said that he was sticking up for his wife. But we don't know if that's true either. So we still have to wait for all the details to come out. You know, John Jones gonna do that though. John Jones. John Jones. You look up an article I wrote on my look up my website, Mohouse Media. It's in my Instagram description. I should start. I got to start posting that on my YouTube videos. John Jones is the Homelander of MMA. If you watch The Boys, you'll know how Homelander is. Homelander cares about his image more than anything. He wants to be loved by people. And that's what I believe John Jones is like. John Jones has to be loved by all of you MMA fans that are on my page right now on this thread, including myself. John Jones wants to be loved by all of us. That's what he wants more than anything. He wants to be loved. As you can see with his Instagram posts, he's still trying to put that image out there that he's in a community. I believe he's doing all. I believe John Jones is a good guy. He just makes a lot of mistakes, and he's desire to be loved by people. You know, we all make mistakes. I don't like to judge people like that because we all make these mistakes. But you know, after that incident where he got arrested during the pandemic, when he was telling everybody to stay inside, everybody, man, we got to do this together. We got to stay inside. You know, we can't spread this coronavirus. Then he got arrested outside. Remember, he was drinking and driving, and he was shooting his gun. Like, you're just telling everybody to stay inside. And next thing you know, I'm on Twitter, and somebody said John Jones got arrested. Why ain't this a bitch? What time do you go to sleep in order to wake up at 3 a.m.? I'll go to sleep at 8 o'clock. If I'm at home, if I'm just at home, I'll end up going to sleep at 8 o'clock. I'll fall asleep. Like I was making that Leon Edwards remix at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, I ended up falling asleep on my computer. I was like, I dozed off. Then I just went to bed. If I'm out and about though, I can stay up. But if I'm just at home, I'm gonna fall asleep. Oh, BMF got to be Tank Davis. I want to call him BMF. I'll say he's one of the top guys. See, BMF is not who's the best fighter, one of the best top prospects, because Nate Diaz isn't not Nate Diaz isn't one of the best fighters in the UFC because so far, you look at his record, man. He lost to Conor McGregor, then he came back, he beat Pettis, lost to Jorge Masvidal, lost to Leon Edwards, so he's like 1-3 right now. Porter got to fight, man. Yeah, Porter's gonna retire. John should just take on the bad guy role. He still has the church clean image. Yeah, he doesn't want to be the bad guy, Derek. That's the thing about John Jones. He doesn't want to be the bad guy. And he'll be a funny villain because you talking about trash talk. John Jones has the most ruthless trash talking I've seen in MMA. Very sneaky, light trash talk. The way he watches interview with Rashad Evans. The shit that he was saying to Rashad Evans. I'm like, God, this guy is sneaky with his trash talk. Yeah, he's my GOAT, but time to look inside John. Yeah, John Jones is a GOAT, but you know, certain issues that happen with the testing. I'll say this. Like when I debate people on who's the GOAT, they'll always bring up certain things that happen with John Jones when it comes to testing. So I'm like, okay, I'll have to honor that. I still believe he's the best, but he had those drug testing issues. Maybe Oliver would call BMF for boxing upset. Oliver called, man, when he was that dude. I remember he was crying. That's the guy who cried. I don't know if you call him BMF. He had a mental breakdown against Lennox Lewis. Yeah, Oliver McCall, right? Yeah, the guy who beat him. Yeah, he had a mental breakdown. He was crying. Do a Jake Paul remix if that's possible. Oreo and cookies. I did one with Got Your Hat remix, but I'll see what else I can do with Jake Paul, man. I don't have as much time to make these remixes. It takes time. I get a lot of recommendations, but if I can find the time, man, I gotta focus on a lot of other stuff. These remixes aren't bringing in the money like that, and it takes lot of my time to make them. I gotta support. I gotta help support a lot of people, man. I gotta help support my nieces and nephews. I don't want to bring up personal stuff, but my sister passed away in 2018, and I gotta help take care of these kids along with my brothers and sisters. So that's why. That's another reason why I slowed down the remixes when that happened. So there's a lot of stuff I got to deal with. Do a Jake Paul. Can you do something Hasbullah? Yeah, extreme MMA clips. I made a remix of Hasbullah with Khabib. Check it out. Yeah, check out that remix I did with Hasbullah. It's a pretty funny. I like that remix. It's pretty funny. It has a lighthearted beat to it. Yeah, Tyron Woodley would have won if his hair was blonde. If he dyed his hair. Yeah, and it's all good. Extreme MMA. It was all good. That happened. Yeah, 2018. Yeah, then my brother passed away in October. There's a lot of shit that happened. Blessed up and Merry Christmas. Yeah, around about midnight. Thank you. What's your thoughts on Jake versus Julio Cesar Chavez? Junior or the senior Oreo cookies? Is it junior or senior? If it's junior, it won't be that big of an accomplishment. You know what? Jake Paul needs to fight Anderson Silva. Jake Paul versus. Why isn't Jake Paul calling out Anderson Silva? People are saying these MMA fighters, Woodley and Askren, legacy is going to be tarnished. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's about making money. Tyron Woodley made a lot of money fighting Jake Paul. You know, when Tommy Fury pulled out, Tyron Woodley was ready. And he got a nice paycheck right before the holidays, right before Christmas. So that's money he can make. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Oh, uh, yeah, that could happen. Yeah, that's an interesting fight, but he lost to Anderson Silva. Although it's not a Anderson Silva's not a joke though, so I wouldn't say that, but that's interesting. Dyed hair Woodley. Yeah, dyed hair Woodley. Well, the thing is in MMA, a lot of the fighters, Mr. Brightside, a lot of the fighters who have dyed their hair, they've been doing very good. Oliveira, I forgot who else. Somebody else dyed their hair, but the fighters who have dyed their hair have been doing good. They've been winning. So what they're saying is if he dyed his hair, maybe he would have won. John has consistently destroyed fully grown men since he was a boy. He has not faltered yet, has he? Outside the cage, I wish him the best. Yeah, inside the cage, Simon, John Jones. That's what I'm saying about people like John Jones. They find a way to win. They will find a way to win. He's just got that winner's mentality. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if you're a good guy, a bad guy in life. Some people are just gonna find a way to win. Sorry about your family. Yeah, thanks, Derek. Yeah, I found my way to deal with it. Yeah, I'll try not to put that stuff out there too much. I don't want other people to think about that. That's not anybody else's problem. Y'all shouldn't have to deal with that. Y'all got your own problems. That y'all got to deal with. But thank you anyway. I think he beats both at this point. Anderson Silva is the one I want to see Jake Paul fight. Yeah, nightmares. Jake Paul needs to fight Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva's like, fight me. I want to fight Jake Paul. Jake Paul's a good fighter. He's good for the sport. He trained. He take this fight serious. He have love for the sport. Dana White don't have love. They don't fight Dana White. He do this for the money. I do this for love. Jake Paul, he respect the sport. He respect it. Trying to do my Anderson Silva. Jake Paul, I see him fight Mayweather. He get my respect. I respect him for what he did. He trained. He put work in. He took the right vitamin.
He good. He know how to fight. Jake Paul. Jake Paul a good guy. I expect him. Just make sure you pay me the money.
That's what I've been telling him. Tyron is set for life if he plays it right. Yeah, Jake Paul was like, man, we could do movies together. We could do all that together. That's right. Round about midnight. Jake Paul isn't calling out Vitor Belfort or Anderson Silva. Yeah, those guys, man. Yeah, because Tyron Woodley and Ben Askren, there aren't those two aren't known for their hands like that. Tyron Woodley has power, but he was always using that. He always had that one shot that he'll throw. I think Woodley can still beat Jake Paul. Yeah, but it's too late now. That's never happening again. Mike Lace. Yeah, two opportunities. Yeah, that's who else? Mr. Brightside. Brunson bleached his hair. Yep, it does something. I remember you did Touch Butt remix. Yeah, that was a classic. Nick Mandelberg. That Touch Butt. That one took off, man. To be fair, Reyes probably beat him. Yeah, Reyes came close. That's the closest fight. Round about midnight. The Dominic Reyes fight is the closest fight. I thought Reyes beat John Jones, but then you watch it again, you see why he may have. Yeah, I can see why they didn't award it to him. But that's the closest fight. People will bring up Gustafson in that fight against who he fight before Reyes. I forgot his name, but the Gustafson fight. If you really watch that fight, and if you're not like when I watched it for the first time, I believe a lot of people thought Alexander won because they're shocked that John Jones got taken down for the first time and John Jones wasn't as dominant. So this is why people thought Gustafson won because they were so shocked that John Jones wasn't dominating him. If you watch the fight, you could really say that John Jones may have won 3 of those 5 rounds. John Jones did better than people um, think he did. Just because the fight was close does not mean John Jones lost. I just want to watch great fights. That's what I pay for. Yep. Some people, you know what? You know why people want fighters to have more personality, Simon? Because a lot of people don't pay for fights. So they get their entertainment from watching press conferences. So if they can't watch the fight, they can see what happened after the fight. They can see a fighter talk about the fight. And that's where this is where they get their entertainment from. Jake is smart. He's picking fighters he knows he could beat. He won't fight Silva. Yeah, we'll see, man. He needs to fight Anderson Silva. That'd be a great test. Black guy at 170 remix. Yeah, right about midnight. Yeah, that remix is good with Joey Diaz. That's the best Anderson Silva accent I ever heard. Holy shit, the Anderson impression. Thanks, Oreo cookies and Mr. Brightside.
Yeah, thank you for that the compliment. You know, this is the thing about the sport. MMA is a sport about love. I have passion for the sport. Dana White all about money. Dana White said, "No, Anderson Silva, you know that you're no longer a star. You don't bring a pay-per-view no more like Gunner. He put me on the on the prelim. Then he cut me. Dana White, I don't like this. This ain't the sport that I love no more. This all about money. It's supposed to be about the art. Mixed martial arts. It's not mixed martial money. It's mixed martial art. Dana White's about the money now, not about the art. I don't like the way it's going no more.
Anderson Silva seems like he's so innocent. Like he's so he pictured Anderson Silva trying to spit some game to him and trying to get some.
I like the way you look. Your ass is so big and juicy. I just want to know what can I do to get into you? What can I do?
In MMA, most likely Woodley will win.
It's normal. It's normal. Nightmare is normal. Nightmares. It's normal. It's normal.
Like that's on. I try not to make fun of Anderson Silva, the way because I'm learning Spanish, so I could see myself only knowing certain words, and I'll say that certain word a lot. And to your family, brother, also I lost a couple. Thanks, Simon. Yeah. I stay strong in this world, Simon. Yeah, a lot of stuff like that shocks me. Bro, that's uncanny. Thank you, Simon. I'm surprised Jake hasn't called out Mike Tyson or Anderson Silva. Yeah, I think Paul Logan might fight Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's training right now. Mike Tyson. I can't do the Mike Tyson impression that good though.
It's normal for life. I'm even going to turn on notification now. What's my remix? Maurice remix my stuff is, it's funny.
That Mike Tyson remix, one of my favorite Mike Tyson remixes, the Toad remix, Oreo and cookies, and what's the remix? The Get You a Wreck remix. The look up the Twinkle remix, one of my favorites. Damn, Melvin Blonde bleached his hair too. And everybody's bleaching their hair. Does Leon beat Usman? Usman will be 35. Yeah, Mr. Brightside, that's what I'm saying. People, I read the comments. People are dismissing Leon like he stands no chance against Usman. Yeah, he lost that first time, but after watching Nunes lose against Pena, y'all think Leon doesn't stand a chance? And Leon did say that Usman is falling in love with his hands. Usman got kind of rocked against Covington. Leon Edwards said it himself. Usman is falling in love with his hands. You get him in there with Leon, you think Usman is going to stand up with Leon, who's an elite striker. I know y'all consider him boring, but those are the most dangerous fighters. Like Bernard Hop. If y'all watch boxing, watch Bernard Hopkins. When you watch Bernard Hopkins fights, he doesn't look dangerous. He's not knocking people out all the time, but he's very technical and he knows all the tricks of the trade. And that's how Leon Edwards is. Leon Edwards knows all the tricks. He may not knock you out. He may not look flashy. His fights may be boring, but he's very technical and fundamental. And those are the most dangerous fighters to fight. That's why Dana White doesn't want Leon Edwards to be the champion because that fighter's not going to draw in the crowd. And he doesn't have the personality. Leon Edwards like, I'm about to, shuck and jive for y'all and doing all that stuff. I'm not about to, create this character. No, I'm going to be Leon. That's who I'm going to be. I ain't doing all this extra shit. John Jones will be undefeated at 205. I don't think Glover. Yeah, you already beat Glover and Jan. Yeah, Jan may have been one of those tough fights like the Reyes fight.
Yes, Simon, bro. That's a good impression, bro. Come on, come on, Michael Bisbee. You try to accuse me of this? No, bro. I don't think none of that.
Why have you made a Marvin Vittori remix, Mr. Brightside? I did make a Marvin Vittori remix when is Izzy Adesanya mocked him by putting that from the Goonies. I forgot that character from the Goonies. Hey, you guys. I made a remix of that. So look up the Marvin Vittori remix. I believe that's one of my best beats that I ever made. A lot of people, it's called the Scream remix. So it's a lot of screaming. Some people didn't like that remix. It didn't get received that well. But I like that remix. I think it's one of my best. But there's a lot of screaming going on. So I think that may have turned people off because there's a lot of screaming. It's very noisy, I would say. Bro, you sound like Anderson Silva. Yeah, Extreme. Thank you. Who were you intimidating there? Yeah, Anderson Silva.
No, Anderson Silva.
You think Usman beats Leon? That's a tough fight, man. Luke in one fight's more possible comes out and retire. Yeah, Usman is saying he's going to retire, but we'll find out because a lot of fighters say that. But you got to look. What is Usman going to do when he's not fighting? He's going to get bored. What is Usman going to do? Is he gonna become a commentator? He's gonna get that itch again. And as you can see, his form is the guy who his mentor Rashad Evans is going to fight again. See, these fighters, man, they're fighters. They're born fighters. This is who they are. They're fighters. So when they retire, they're going to want to come back and fight again. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you're a fighter, this is what you like to do. That's why I'll tell people I might not make remixes no more then I get an itch to make remixes because I like to do music and stuff. So you may not see that many remixes depending on how things go, but I'm always gonna have an itch to make some to be creative. Whew. If you haven't seen Izzy's breakdown of fights, yeah, Izzy's great, man. Izzy's a fantastic. He has charisma, man. You talking about charisma? Izzy has that charisma. Shout out to the OG dyed hair Kevin. Yeah, Randleman, man. Yeah, I think he passed away. Simon Kevin Randleman. He kind of did well against Fedor. He had his moments against Fedor. I think it was that Fedor fight. Then Fedor ended up like submitting him. You were a prodigy, man. Thanks, medicine, sports. Appreciate that. Do you think Brandon Marino has autism? I don't know. I don't know, Neil. I gotta watch more of his interviews. You a Leon fan? I like Leon a lot. I just think Usman level. Derek, yeah, I like Leon. I mean, there's no reason to hate him. I don't dislike him. But like I said, Derek, after watching Amanda Nunes lose to Pena, you don't think there's a chance that Leon could beat Usman? After watching Pena defeat Amanda Nunes, I'm telling y'all, anything can happen in MMA. The guy y'all think don't stand a chance will be the one that wins. See, everybody's saying it's gonna be Hamzat that beats Usman, but you never know. It could be Leon that beats him. I could do a McGregor impression, and it could be somewhat nightmares. Yeah, the McGregor one. I don't think I could do a McGregor, or it could be Habib. I can drink, brother, brother. See, that one's a little difficult. Come on, come on, man. No, I can't do that one. Where do you take your inspiration from? Well, when I made beats, I used to play a lot of video games like Super Nintendo. I'm 40 years old, so you know my era, right? It's the Super Nintendo era, right? So the music that they had on those video games, and I think on my community section, I wrote an article about it. I used to play those video games and I liked the music. And then when I heard Timbaland, this is when I started getting into hip hop. Timbaland, the Neptunes with Pharrell, and Kanye West. Those hip hop producers inspired me to make music and beats. And then I was a fan of MMA, so I combined the two, and that's where I got my inspiration from. Medicine. I like that Vittori remix. I think Woodley has to box Dan Hardy now. Yeah, that's the one. That's another one you can make. Yeah, they can get some money from that. Man, these guys got to make their money. They have to make their money, man. They got to make a living. Like if you see them working at McDonald's, people are going to shame them. See, people say you need to work a regular job like we do. We got to work at FedEx and McDonald's. But if you do see Woodley or other fighters at working at McDonald's, y'all will shame him. He'll be shamed, just like that guy who was working at a Whole Foods. He used to be on the Cosby Show. He got shamed. It's a Khabib Eat Drink Smash, has a Neo Soul vibe. Yeah, I like that beat. I love that beat, Derek. KO. That's a yeah. Give him some respect. Dude's been whooping that sweet ass for a decade. Yeah, Simon, show has. What's up, Maurice? It's Marcus. We used to work together at Hudson News. Oh, Marcus Allen. Oh, what's up, man? Oh shit. Hey, what's up? I did a song with you, man, Marcus Allen. When I used to do beats. Yeah, you worked at a warehouse, right? Yeah, Sean Allen. Yeah, I remember you, man. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, you used to do. I did a song for you. See, my beats are different now. Yeah, hit me up, man. Hit me up on email me. Yeah. Oh man, I've seen in a minute. I have a special place in my heart for the Kevin Randleman, one of the first fighters I ever followed. Yeah, man, he passed away. I was Rampage's friend. I think Rampage and my friends, and they fought. Did you see Clay Guida's comeback of the year against Leonardo Santos? Yeah, I did see that fight. Yeah, Clay is a crazy guy, man. He said, "You don't look 40." Yeah, man, I drink a lot of water. Yeah, thanks. I don't look 40. Yeah, I drink a lot of water, man. I have been drinking more a lot lately. So I got to try to cut back on alcohol. I will admit, I've been drinking more than I used to drink ever in my life. Yeah, 'cause I've been dealing with some crazy shit. But yeah, I still drink a lot of water. Only eat one meal a day. Like I haven't had any meals today. I haven't ate anything today. I'm about to eat after the stream though. I'm about to eat pretty soon. Do you train some sports, martial arts? I took boxing lessons. I used to go to this one spot in LA where I was rock climbing, and there's a boxing class. This dude named he used to train me. Is a guy named Russian Concussion. He's a boxer. I forgot his real name though, but his nickname's the Russian Concussion. Look him up. And he used to train me in boxing. And he told me he was supposed to fight Deontay Wilder's brother, but they didn't want him because he was too much of a threat. If he's still producing, I'm still rapping. All right, Sean. Yeah, I'm still making beats. Yeah, I'll send you some beats, man. I got some beats here, and I believe I'll send you some beats, Sean. I don't know if you're following me on Instagram or not. I'll look you up if you follow me. Hit me up on Instagram, Sean. Yeah, 'cause I know your name is Marcus. So I probably seen you on there. I didn't know it was you. I do follow your I forgot his name though. Your boy. I follow him on Instagram. Yeah, but hit me up, man. And I'll follow you right back. Yeah, I remember you. My Instagram is Maurice underscore Spears. Maurice underscore Spears. Just look it up. I'll follow you right back. Or I'll just, after the stream, I'll look your Instagram up and follow you. It's kind of personal, but can you financially make something interesting with YouTube money? Can I make something interesting with YouTube money? Wait, finance something? No, you talking about make money off YouTube? You can make money off YouTube, but the way I do it, these remixes, I mean, I haven't been making that much money off of it like that. I had a great idea this week or not. I had a great idea this week of not eating. I didn't eat for 5 days on day 4. I was pooping every 2 hours. Day 6 when I broke the fast, 8. Yeah, I'll eat like once a day, but I did a fast. I did a 3-day fast. No food fast. It's not a full fast, but I'm still drinking coffee. I still drink coffee though, because they said coffee will break the fast, but I just did a no food fast for 3 days. I'm gonna do a fast. I'm gonna fast the 24th, Christmas Eve. 'Cause I want to eat a lot on Christmas Day. I should fast tomorrow, so I should fast. I might try to fast tomorrow. The next 2 days, I'll fast the 23rd and 24th for 2 days and no food, only water, and I could drink some coffee. And then on Christmas Day, I want to eat a lot. All right, Sean, I got it. All right, yeah, just hit me up, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, I used to work with you at Hudson, man. We used to clown a lot. All types of jokes. Yeah, I got fired from that job. Crazy story, man. Oh yeah, you did hear about that. Yeah, I'm glad I got fired. I wanted to leave that job. Glad I got out of that job, man. You deserve much, man. Your content is original and talented. Thank you, Medicine. What's your funnest you have done? Is it for broke my back, my neck? Yeah, that one. What do I laugh at the most? I don't know. The funniest one, I'm not sure. Yeah, I had black coffee. It was my first time. I wasn't expecting that, so I thought I'd let you know. Yeah, I have to have some creamer in there. That black coffee, man. Whew. It's not that bad though, but it's just something about that coffee, especially now that it's cold. It warms you up. As long as I can have something hot, like I'll drink some coffee, some cocoa, or some apple cider. Yeah, good time, Sean. Marcus, I'll say Marcus. What's your favorite horror movie? You know what? My favorite recent one is Get Out. I like Get Out. I'll say horror movies. So horror movies, a lot of times horror movies, I don't take them serious. Horror movie. That was my favorite horror movie. I like Get Out. That's not a horror movie. It's a thriller, I would say. Horror movie. Know what I was a fan of when I was younger? Um, with what's his name from Fast and the Furious? What's his name? Paul, the one who died, the guy who died. Paul Paul Walker. Yeah, he did a movie. I think this is a horror movie. I don't know if it could be a horror movie. Paul Walker did a movie when there's a truck driver was going after him. I used to watch that movie all the time, man. I used to watch when I was younger. If anybody knows what that movie is, Paul Walker did a movie with this other guy when there's a truck driver that was coming after him, and he was like candy cane, candy cane. They like pranked the truck driver. This movie is actually a remake. I didn't know it was a remake till later on, until recently. But this truck driver was coming after him, and he kept saying candy cane. Yeah, they called himself. The guy acted like he was a girl, and he met this truck driver at a hotel, and he found out it was a dude the entire time. So the truck driver was coming after him for revenge. Yeah, Joyride. Yeah, Joyride was one of my favorite movies, like horror movies. I don't know if that is considered a horror movie, but I used to watch that movie a lot. For some reason I just liked that movie. It was just funny to me. Let's say who your top five. I'll put it like this. Let me top five favorite movies. Okay, growing up as a kid, 80 in the early 90s, Jurassic Park, one of my favorite movies. Back to the Future. What else? Jurassic Park, Back to the Future. Hmm. Oh, he said. Oh, you meant MMA fighters. Oh, okay, we're not talking about movies right now. My top five MMA fighters: Anderson Silva, John Jones, Lyoto Machida. So my top three so far: Anderson Silva, John Jones, Lyoto Machida, GSP, George St. Pierre. Who else? Rampage Jackson. Top five movies as well. Okay, all right. I started Pete. Jurassic Park. These are the movies I can watch over and over again. You know, there's always those movies you can just keep watching. These are my top five. Jurassic Park, Back to the Future 2. Matter of fact, I got the trilogy. So I like the first two Jurassic Parks. The third one I don't like. I like the first two Back to the Futures. I don't like the third one. Those two movies. Uh, I used to like Independence Day, and that movie is not that good to me anymore. These are all '90s movies, so you can tell. What else? Top movies. Man, I don't know. When you do your videos, do you realize how funny it is? Yeah, sometimes I'll laugh at them. I'll laugh. I'm like, this shit is stupid. This is crazy. And I start laughing. Yeah. I'm trying to remember my top five. Scarface. Yes, I like Scarface, but that's not one of my favorite movies. Nightmare. I enjoyed it, but it's not those type of movies I can just keep watching. Jurassic Park and Back to the Future, man. When I was a kid, I used to watch those movies a lot. Those movies just, some movies that are just that good that I was blown away watching. Fight Club, those movies like that. Uh, those very well written movies. Fight Club. There's another one that came out. Christopher Nolan's first, a Christopher Nolan movie that he came out with that guy who loses his memory. See, my memory's fucked up. It's ironic, right? What's that Christopher Nolan movie where that guy loses his memory? He has short term memory. That movie was. I remember watching that movie. That's the first time I seen a Christopher Nolan movie. So when I heard he's doing Batman, I was like, "Man, this dude's about to kill it." Because this movie is great. Back to the Future 3 is awesome. Almost died on the hanging and being drag scene. Oh shit, I didn't know that, Pete. Or do you simply aim to be right sounded to the ears? Yeah, it has to sound right to my ears. Medicine sports. It has to sound right to me. It has to be something that I enjoy. If I don't like it, then I'm not putting it out. So I get very, very picky with the sounds. Like everything got to hit a certain way. All the beats got to hit correctly. I got a jet, Maurice. I'm glad to catch your stream. And if YouTube would tune his recommendations more. Yeah, YouTube needs to be on my side more. Thanks, Simon. I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna stream some more. I'll try to put out some more remixes, man. I just gotta focus on other stuff. You know, 'cause I'm trying to get some money. I don't want to have to rely on YouTube to make money. That's my goal. I want to make my goal is to make money from all my businesses, and then only make YouTube for fun, for a hobby. So I'll make these remixes for free. But if I have more money coming in, where I'm comfortable, like my goal is to buy a house, rent houses out or complexes out, so I can have multiple streams of income coming in, and then just make YouTube for fun, for a hobby. But when I gotta focus, I gotta put time in my other jobs and stuff. It's difficult to make these remixes because I'm just it's not enough time. Memento, yeah, that's what it is. Memento. That movie was. I was like when I watched that movie, I was like, damn, this is a crazy idea. Now I can give you my top um comic book movies. When we talk about my top comic book movies, these are my top 5 comic book movies. Logan. Logan is my favorite comic book movie of all time. And I'm biased because I'm an X-Men fan. So Logan is number 1. Infinity War is number 2. No, 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 no. Yeah. No, 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 wait. Hmm. Logan is number 1, definitely. That's number 1. No, nobody's beaten Logan in my book so far. Logan is my favorite movie. X-Men Days of Future Past is number 2. Infinity War is number 3. Dark Knight is number 4. And um, number 5 is Joker. I'll say Joker. That's my top 5 comic book movies. Aaron Aaron B is good for him and it's good for me. Yep. Thanks, Simon. I study medicine in Switzerland currently. How would it be for me, black skinned African, if I work in the U.S.? You working in the U.S. will be no issue for you. It don't matter if you're black skin, white skin. You're from Switzerland. As long as you bring in money, man, you're good. If you're filling a need, that's how it is with business, right? Find out where there's a need and accommodate it. So come to USA if you speak the language right. If you can speak the language, English language, man, you're gonna make it down here. You can make it in America. You just gotta have that focus. Just gotta know where there's a need. I wish Bishop would get his own movie. Yeah, they Bishop. I see him in Days of Future Past, right? And he was pretty good in that movie, but he didn't. There's not enough time to focus on him. There was just not enough time to build him. But I love the Days of Future Past, especially those Nimrod Sentinels. Man, they didn't stand a chance. That movie is one of my best. That was to me the best X-Men movie besides Logan. I may sound stereotypical, but is it dangerous there for black in America? No, not really. No. Medicine, no, it's not dangerous for black people in America. Don't believe the media. It's not dangerous. It's not dangerous. Depends on where you're living. No, don't go to it. Make sure the neighborhood isn't, bad neighborhood. Just know where you're going. But it's not to me. I'm not scared. I'm black and I'm not scared, and I'm in America. Just be careful with the media, man. You never know. You got to come to America to see how it really is. It's not that bad. Yeah, there could be issues. Yeah, you could definitely be stereotyped if you're black. People might think you know what I deal with. Like I walk into a store, they think I might steal something. Like, oh, you're trying to steal from my store or something. Besides that, man, it's not dangerous. No love for Thor Ragnarok. I didn't like Thor Ragnarok. It was too much of a comedy. And the way they made Hulk a joke. Hulk is not a comedic character. What do you think of Deadpool movies? Pete, I like the first Deadpool movie. I love the first movie. The second one, the act it kind of got old after when I was watching the second one. I got used to it. I love the fight with Colossus and Juggernaut. The way they had Juggernaut and Colossus on Deadpool was way better than the way they were portrayed on X-Men, on the X-Men films. Oh, no issue. Medicine. No issue at all. Now just focus on your studies, medicine. I think I'm saying your name right. Medicine, sports, and combat. Focus on your studies. Just realize America is about capitalism. It's about money out here. It's a capitalistic country. So focus on your studies and your business. Just focus on your studies and business, and you could be successful out here. A lot of stuff like I'm not in the place I want to be because of me. I blame myself. You got to blame yourself. If you really focus on your studies, you can make money out here. You just gotta. There's resources out here. You can learn a lot of shit from YouTube. It's all about if you just put the time into it. I would be a millionaire if I stayed focused earlier, but now I'm learning all about business. My credit is at 800 right now. I got an 800 credit score because I never went crazy with my money. I stayed focused on this YouTube page, so I got a following. You see, I got this following. So you just got to stay focused, find out what you're good at. I had a passion for music and I have a passion for MMA, and I combined the two and I made remixes. That's how it is in America, man. Capitalism. People respect money more than anything out here. So people talk about what they want in America. Just realize it's about capitalism out here. And that's how I feel like that's how it is in worldwide. It's about money, power. Do you have any tattoos? Questions. I have no tattoos, Pete. I have no tattoo. I have yet to get a tattoo. At this point, I may never get a tattoo. The GOAT. Thanks, Savage. Yep, money. 50 G's, baby, yeah. Or you can start a own OnlyFans. Yeah, I should start OnlyFans. OnlyFans, they got a bad reputation right now. When people say OnlyFans, they think certain things. But I noticed they got rid of certain, content that people have put on their page. See you on the next one. Thanks, Roundabout. Yeah, I'm about to call it a day right now. I've been on here for like 2 hours so far. Real talk, yeah, real talk. Yeah, that's my time, man. That's it for me. All right, I'm about to log off. Don't want to wait till it goes to 2 hours. I want to do 2 hours, 30 seconds. I want to leave in 30 seconds. Wait till it hits 2 hours. And then I'm going to eat. I've been talking for 2 hours. I've been drinking all this water, so I got to piss. Take care. Thanks, man. You the man, bro. Thanks. Yeah, medicine, man. Just realize, focus on your studies and business, and you'll do well. And, just be aware of where you're going in America. Just look at the crime stats and shit. All right, guys, I'm out.